Hello you lot and welcome back to The Loft with me, Jubbsey. Check out the new camera angle. I've changed things slightly after a few comments that came through about the camera angle that we had before, which was this one.
Alright you lot, sit down, shut up and listen to me, because I am Mr. Jubbsey and I am your PE teacher and I'm going to talk down to you. I've got my arms folded like this because I'm passive aggressive and very defensive. Yes I am. So let's get on with the model trains then, shall we? Yes.
So yeah, check out this this new camera angle. I hope you're really going to like this because you're looking down on the layout. What? I'm not looking in the camera. Where is that? I can't see the camera. Over it. Right, okay. I think you're there. Yeah. So sorry, I'm trying not to have my arms fussed up. Dennis has fell over. What's going on? Anyway, yes. Welcome back to the loft with me, Jubbsey, Dennis, and Slimer. Over there somewhere. Yeah, they're all there. And yes, this afternoon is going to be what we call shits and giggles, bit of banter, and the reason why I'm wearing this mask is I am auditioning for Gladiators next year. Yeah, I'm going to be the unicorn. Yeah, so I've been training with the ibuprofen chapter. Yeah, and we're going to be doing a special next year for Gladiators. And yeah, so this is why I'm in training. I'm also wearing my incredibly tight t-shirt as well, because I know some of you actually do like it. Yeah, and I'm trying not to be aggressive, but to be honest with you, when I'm sitting like this, yeah, I feel like I'm relaxed, because this is how I sit. Okay, on the last video maybe I was a little bit like that, you know, but you know, we're all friends here, so you know, we're gonna have a bit of a chat today about all things dogs danglies, really. I'm going to be doing a look at the Harold Road station, which is over there somewhere, yeah, and we're gonna take a look at some more detail on that. So we're going to be taking a look at that shortly. I'm also going to be doing a review of an old favourite. Do you remember the Hornby class, the Hornby class 60? Yeah, well, we're going to be taking a look at one of them. I bought one recently from Rouse of Sheffield. I'm not taking it out of the box yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to be having a look at that, the Hornby 60, and I might even do a little bit of scenery. I can't see. I really cannot. Like, I have to make these eye holes a little bit bigger. I can't do Gladiators like this. I can't see what I'm doing. So anyway, yeah. So yeah. I'm just going to take this off now because I just really cannot see what I'm doing, and I don't know where the remote control's gone. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to pause it, and then we'll get back to some form of normality. All right. So the reason why we're doing another video in short notice is yeah, you're all wondering where the masks come from, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. It's a bit personal between me and Mrs. Jubbsey, to be honest with you. But yeah, I have to wear that sometimes. Right, so yeah, we're doing a bonus video, and most of it's going to be me chatting. If you don't like me chatting, then literally don't watch the video. It's in response to a few comments that I've got about the way I do my videos. I do this intro. Now you can see we're in a totally different elevated position, and you're looking down on me. Yes, you are. And I do agree that camera angle on the floor was a little bit, you know, yeah. You can see where you got the idea that I felt like I was like talking down to you, which I'm not. So we've raised the elevation on the. I actually gone and bought a new tripod. Yeah, I bought a new tripod because the little one that's why that was on the floor. Yeah, so I've had to buy this new tripod just to satisfy you lot. All of £7.99 that cost me. So the comments were that I'm sitting like this. There is two. You can clearly see there is two desks here. Okay, and so it's quite. I'm in a restricted space. I have actually moved the other workbench slightly over, so now I have got a little bit of space. Beforehand, it was very tight here. So I am going to I'm going to fold my arms because I feel relaxed. And I know some people actually like the fact I'm folding my arms. If you like, I got a lovely comment off someone last night. Yeah, so they love the guns. Fair play. I can't, right, I can't help it if I go to the gym, I'm big and I'm bald. It doesn't make me an aggressive person, does it? Do I ever come across aggressive? God's sake, people don't know me, do they? But we're going to be taking a look at Harold Road Station behind me. I may even do a little bit of scenic work over the back, and we're just going to have some fun. Yeah, have some fun. And the reason I posted on the Facebook page last night whether you wanted me to do the intros, it's in response to someone saying they'd rather just look at the layout. Yeah, I know you want to see the layout. That's what it's for. This is not just my journey. Harold Road was built for everybody in mind to follow it and follow my skills that I pass on. Okay, that's why it's all been built really simply. Now, as I said on the page, there was a few comments sort of saying that you just want to see the layout, but I find the fact that if I do an intro, you get to see me in a unicorn mask. What more could you ask for, really? And that's part of my that mask is used elsewhere, as Mrs. Jubbsey will no, better not. She's down there. She's not far away, and she knows I've raided the toy box. She'll go there. So, but anyway, but Harold Road is all about model railways. We've gone off the path slightly. We've gone into my personal life there. About that. So the lower camera angle, yes, I will actually say it looked like I was overpowering you a little bit. I suppose some people wouldn't mind me overpowering them, really, but I do agree that camera angle was a little bit it was a little bit bad. So we've got the new tripod. You're looking down. You can see behind. You can see Dennis. You can see Slimer, and we've even got a Stave Puft Marshmallow Man, which he will make an appearance. Oh, excuse me. He'll make an appearance very, very shortly on the station. So we are going to have a quick look at the station, and I will. And also, there's also big people who ask where Harold Road is based, because I live in Norwich. There isn't much train action up here anymore, to be honest with you. So I basically based Harold Road on a fictitious suburb of the city, kind of up north, just north of York, not far from the East Coast Main Line. That's why you get all these depots and stabling sidings, so the locos can go wherever. They can go to Doncaster, or go across to the East Coast, to Cleethorpes, or wherever. TMUs can go wherever they can. So it's sort of based in the East Midlands, Northerny. It's made up, basically. It's just a double track main line which has come off the East Coast Main Line, and you get the idea. Why did I base Harold Road up the north? As I said, there isn't a great deal going on in East Anglia, to be honest with you, and that's no disrespect to a lot of guys who are train enthusiasts in East Anglia, because I'm one of them. But now Ipswich has changed. Peterborough is probably the only place you can really go now to actually to physically see freight and passenger workers. And yes, I do this. I still do it. I still go out maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times a year. Just go out for the day with my son. Maybe sometimes we just take a day trip out to Peterborough or somewhere like that and just watch the trains go by. Yeah, and do I train spot? Well, I used to train spot when I was very little. I used to train spot a lot. I've still got my Platform 5 books, and there isn't many locos that I haven't seen. I will be honest, because I've been doing this for many years now. There is a few Class 66/7s that I still need, because they keep appearing everywhere, don't they? And coming from the continent and God knows where else. So yeah, I do. I'm still active as a rail enthusiast. I could be the Francis Bourgeois of the model rail world. couldn't I? Yeah, I could make loads of money. Yeah. So That's gonna happen, isn't it? So let's get you off the old tripod, and let's take a quick look. As I say, some people have asked about Harold Road Station. We want to see a bit more detail on it. So let's do that. There's the remote, and let's move on to the layout and have a look at the old station there. So this is Harold Road Station. It's a 2-platform station, and it's a suburban station basically. Now just imagine a large city which has maybe 2 or 3 stations, and this one is the smaller station on the outskirts of this kind of town stroke city. Although it is a small station, it is a well placed for the enthusiast, because it has a DRS depot actually opposite the platform. And also it's great for the enthusiasts, because not only do they see the DMUs come in, which are, but they can, as you can see, there are 2 guys there taking photographs of the DRS depot. So imagine if you were a railway enthusiast now, and you had a little platform like this at Harold Road Station that you could come and see various traction. You would be there nearly every day, wouldn't you? Now, I based the station and the DRS depot on Ipswich in Suffolk. Although the stabling point at Ipswich has now been moved further up into the yard, it did have a fueling point and depot literally opposite the station. So I've kind of based King's TMD on Ipswich in Suffolk. But the rest of everything else is kind of up to north, you know what I mean. So we've got Harold Road Station signage. We've got sorry, that's a terrible accent. We've got shelters, we've got lockers, we've got an information booth, and we've got a little canopy. In case it rains, you can shelter underneath there. There's some like chairs there, and we've got a booking office. Now, lots of people ask me where the booking office comes from. Now, Bachmann did produce a few bits and pieces based on March Station in Cambridgeshire. So you've got a booking office and a canopy, and they are by Bachmann. Now, you may ask yourself, Jubbsey, how do you have all these trains in your station at one time when you have DC control? Well, I'm very clever, you see, because I've got isolating sections, so I can have actually 3 trains. Yeah, 3 trains can go into this station at any one time and leave independently. Literally all I've done is put a few isolating sections in. So I could now run another 153 on top of that 153 there, or I could run another 153 on top of the 158. If you're very, 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 very good with your eyes, hawk eyes, you may see the gaps in the track where I've cut. There it is. There's one of them there. Look. There you go. Isolating sections. That's quite easy to do if you are a DC modeler. If you're DCC, then you've got no problem at all. You can just run whatever you like. But I am not. I am a DC modeler. So there you go. We touch on that back scene again. I know I said it in the last video, but again, and someone asked that question yet again yesterday, where do you get your back scenes from? They are from ID Back Scenes, all right? ID Back Scenes. Look them up on the Tinternet, and all that is a piece of paper. Camera's got rubbish there. A piece of paper, that's all it is. And all I've done is put I put it on and then just put a fence in front of it. It just gives you a good depth of field, doesn't it? And that's all that is. So if you are thinking of having a really good back scene, check out ID Back Scenes and also get the premium version. Don't get the cheap one, because the premium version is self-adhesive, and all you do, you just lay it on your board. That's it. That's all you do. So there you go. That's Harold Road Station. I mean, someone's asking questions about it. I'm always happy to answer any questions about Harold Road Station or anything on the layout. Feel free to PM me or comment. If you want to know more about anything, and I'm more than happy to do that. Excuse me. That's that I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry about that. So let's move on. Let's move on now to doing a review of a. Oh God, sorry, I do apologise. That one popped out. And also, how about a bit of merch? How about a bit of merch? Would you want to go around the street wearing that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. One way to get your head kicked in on UK streets is wear a Harold Road t-shirt. And I bet there is somebody who actually would wear that. I wouldn't personally, but I had it done. But a friend did it for me and dared me to go out in the street with it. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I know someone's going to comment below and said, "Can I have the t-shirt?" If you are a large. If you're a large man and you fancy a Harold Road t-shirt, maybe we can come up with some competition or something and you could actually own this t-shirt. Oh, that's beauty, isn't it, eh? Anyway, let's move on to the review of an old favourite, which is a Hornby Class 60. Right, before we move on to the Hornby Class 60, right, I have to answer yet another question. Every week I get asked, where do you get your Scenic stuff from, Jubbsey? I use, and me and Dennis, I say me, Slimer and Dennis, we like to use bushes from Warpainter. Now, warpainter.net, go on there. If you're looking for bushes, you know the bushes on Harold Road, they're all from this company, all right? I don't know if you can see that. Green and bushy. Do you like yours green and bushy? Well, I certainly do. So there you go. Warpainter.net is you can get yourself a bushy set, or you can have a green bushy. Yeah. So that's me bushes. Yeah. Everyone loves a good bush. And McGrath tufts. Okay. I buy them in strips. Wild. I like them wild. Who doesn't like a wild tuft? And you can also get tufts as well. And these are by Tajima 1, all right? All the trees you see, all that big stuff over the back there, hang on, all that big stuff over the back there, see all that stuff all over there, that is, I'm only going to say this once more, because obviously people like me to say the word, it is Woodland Scenics, Fine Leaf, Foliage. Alright, I'm not going to say that anymore because it makes people moist and I get comments about it and they get all funny around it. Anyway, let's get on with the review. So, back in 2002, Hornby released the brand new Class 60, yeah? So we're going to be taking a look at a Hornby Class 60. I've not taken this out of the box. As you can see, it's approved and pre-owned by Rails of Sheffield. And we will be having a look at this. I don't want any comments saying, do we really have to look at an old model, John? Haven't Cavalex or Accurascale thought about sending one to you to review? No, they will not send something to me to review because I'm an absolute child and I would just make fun of it. Not make fun of the model, but I wouldn't make the review very serious. So, have you ever? What's the matter with me today? Have you ever owned a Class 60? You might never have had one. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, why not? Let's have a look at an old favourite. Do you know what I mean? So I bought this one recently from Rouse of Sheffield, and this is 60074. This is the Teenage Cancer Trust. I haven't had it out of the box yet. I don't even know if the thing runs, to be honest with you. But let's just rewind 20 odd years and have a look at the Hornby Class 60, because you can get them cheap now. You can. I picked this one up. Excuse me, my rewind has just lodged a hair in the back of my throat. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, so these were released 20 odd years ago, but they're bloody good models. So you might, as I say, you may want to be thinking about, I might buy one of them, but you can get them really cheap now. I think I paid 100 quid for this. That's it. I better not shout too loud because Mrs. Jubbsey's downstairs and she seemed to think that I buy things for 100 quid. God, Jesus. I have to, you know what? I have to have all my models delivered to work, and then I have to sneak them in. My rucksack sometimes is bulging, and everyone loves a bulging sack, don't they? So anyway, but we won't tell her that I sneak things in. We won't tell her. That's between me, you, and 3,000 others. So I'll take our fleet outer sleeve and just place that carefully on the floor. And you have a lovely box there. We're going to remove the 60 out, and simple packaging as well. Oh, look at that! All right, just put that on the floor. You get some bits and pieces. You get a DCC sleeve thing, but we don't need that. You get some gumph. Look at that. You get a sheet. You get a sheet with all the information on it, and hopefully you get bits of cardboard as well. I've never seen that before. Why are there bits of cardboard? Oh, never mind. Anyway, so let's remove. Let's have a look at this good old tug. I'm sorry, I just caught you there. And everyone loves a good tug. I certainly do. So I'm going to place things on the floor, and you do get a bag of bits in there. Now, in your bag of bits, you get a couple of ploughs, yeah. You get your air pipes, and you also get some 3-link couplings in there as well. Yeah. So, you know, they do treat you. So let's have a look. It comes in 2 parts, this box, so we'll take the box off and then just place that carefully on the floor. And there she is in all her splendour. Let's go to a zoom 2. Oh, I like that. So it's a lovely looking model, isn't it? I haven't actually taken this out of the box yet. So if there's something broken on it, that's going to be great, isn't it? So let's have a look. Oh, she's heavy. I might just come back a little bit because you're not getting a full view. There we go. It's quite a heavy model. It's very well detailed. It's got, you know, etched bits and pieces. You can see through there. Yeah, have a good look through the old donut. And yeah, it's lovely. Lovely detail. Got a nice compressor and everything there. That looks good. You've got lovely fine wheels. You know, the problem with the 60s. Let me put this down. The problem that the 60s had. I'm going to go to zoom 2. The problem that the 60s had, repeating myself, is bits fell off it. Do you know what I mean? Bits would fall off. And thankfully no bits have fallen off. Like the horns would fall off, these steps would fall off, the rails on the front would fall off. But I will say, I'll do a bit of advertising there because I'm being paid. Birch Michael at Rusty Rails, hang on, what's he asked me to say? So get my sheet out. John, can you mention right? So Birch Michael at Rusty Rails Modelling has got he does spare bits. You know, if you want a set of steps and a set of horns, you can go to Rusty Rails Modelling and you can order some spare parts. So, you know, if you have got a Hornby Class 60 and you do require ploughs, steps or horns, you can get the replacement parts. I think other people like 3D model parts do them as well. I can't never remember his company name, but lots of people do the replacement bits and pieces. It's a great model, as I say. It's nice and heavy. I still love this model, and I know Acura Scale and Cavalex are going to be releasing their models soon. We have some pre-production samples on other people's layouts, and it does look a stunning model. All I'm saying, if you are modelling on a budget. Do you know what I mean? If you're modelling on a budget, then you can pick up a lovely Hornby Class 60 for about 100 quid now, and they are normally fantastic runners. And to prove that point, we'll get this little booty on the track and see how she runs. Alright, so I've placed 60074 onto the track, and we'll do a quick test run of it to make sure it's running fine. I'm sure some of you are already thinking, well, it's actually pre-owned, JB, so it's probably been run in. I will actually say that the loco actually, I know it says pre-owned, but it looks like it's never been run. The wheels are absolutely minty clean, and so I'm going to say it's just obviously been collected and obviously displayed somewhere. I don't think the thing's actually been run because it's absolutely mint. There's no fluffy bits on it or anything. So let's just do the quick test. A little bit of juice. Oh, she's flying off. Okay, I'll just slow that down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it crawls nicely. Look, there you go. Lovely Hornby Class 60. Doesn't make any noises whatsoever. You can hardly hear a thing apart from me talking. But let's just do a quick run past without me talking on it. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely jubbly. And you know the great thing about these Hornby 60s? is the lights come on almost straight away. And let me prove that to you here. Let me show you. Right, so this is like a 20-year-old model, yeah? Hornby released this like 2002, 2003. I'm sure someone's going to go,
Well, I actually released it on April the 24th, 2002.
yeah, waiting for it. Wait for the comments. But what the great thing about this Hornby model is, right? Not only can you pick these up nice and cheaply, but, look. It ain't moving and the lights are on. Oh my God, look at that. Seriously? Look, tail lights are on. It's not even moving. Well, it's crawling. It's crawling, you know. And if you go forward, oh no, let's change it. Your lights are on a crawl. Why can't all the new manufacturers take a leaf out of this book? 20 odd years old. Look, lights are on. God, look. Fantastic runner, pick him up nice and cheaply. What more can you want, eh? Superb, look at that. Look at that, eh? So that's my review of the 20 odd year old Hornby Class 60, and as you can see, it's absolutely fantastic. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is a little bit of scenic work I've just done up the top here. We'll just let this 60 get out of the way. Come on. Right, so he's now out of the way. So let's have a look at this scenic work. So what I've done here is, this bit was a bit tired, yeah? So I've literally used, here we go, I've used my grass strips as a base layer. Is that right? Are you right there, Dennis?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought he banged his head then. Grass strips, I put 2 layers, literally 1, 2, yeah, beside each other. They're like little caterpillars, yeah? So that's it. If you're doing a long section of scenics, it's fantastic. But also, you know, you've got your grass tufts, you got your grass tufts. So all I did there is laid the 2 grass strips, and then to break up the conformity of the straight line, I just placed a few, like, and I'll show you, because I can do it. I just got to find my tweezers. Which have disappeared again. I'll use my other tweezers. So obviously that's a straight line down there. So what I do, I break it up by like getting you 2 little bits, and if I now put them kind of there like that, yeah, self-adhesive, that breaks up any straight line. Look at that. It's all right, isn't it? Hang on, let's go back to 2. You can see it. God, I hate this tripod. This tripod's really doing my nutting. There you go, we got it. So then, once I did the grass strips and the tufts, I then used my bushy bits green, bushy bits dark green, and bushy bits light green. And then you just add a few, again, self-adhesive, you just add a few, break up the conformity by adding a few tones, different colours. Dennis likes it, don't you, Dennis?
Yeah, I do like it. It's lovely.
He really does like it. Even Marshy's, even the Marshmallow Man is on top there, and he's loving it too, aren't you? Yes, I am. All right, so yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it. That's the bit I removed, which is now causing an obstruction. Oh God, I can't wait for the comments on this one.
I think the permanent way gang should be out there soon, because it's blocking the line, JB.
Fucking stupid bloody people. Right, get rid of that. So that's been refreshed. I'll just get my I'll get my vacuum cleaner. You can't call it a Hoover. I'll tell you why. You're not allowed to call a Hoover that ain't a Hoover a Hoover. You got to call it a vacuum cleaner. And a bit of board's just fallen over. Oh, God's sake. Oh, no wonder nobody wants to sponsor me. So you mustn't call a Hoover that isn't made by Hoover a Hoover. You've got to call it a vacuum cleaner. And you learnt that from me, yeah? So yeah, all I did there, and Dennis is really loving that now. He wants to leap over that fence and get in them trees like this Jurassic Park. Isn't that right there, Dennis? Yeah, he loves it. So there you go, that's the scenic section done. That is about it from me, to be honest with you, because I've got to go out soon. Mrs. Jubbsey's taking me out this evening. I don't know what she could do to me. He's probably going to take me down a country lane and beat the crap out of me or something, I don't know yet. I hope you've enjoyed the fun and bants this afternoon. You've seen a bit of scenic work. You've looked at the Class 60. Oh, bloody tripod! Oh, fucking hell. You looked at that, yeah, and I hope you've had fun watching me making a bit of a prat of myself. So, as you know, the green bushes are by Warp. I'm still going to get people asking me. Green bushes, right? Green bushes, yeah. 3 different colours you can get are from warpainter.net. Your grass tufts are by Tajima 1. Alright, grass tufts and grass strips by Tajima 1. That's it from me. I'm now going to tidy up, go and have a shit and a shave, and then I shall be going out this evening. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon. There's been a bit of laughing at, and I hope to see you again next time on Harold Road. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm sure we'll find something to do. But until next time, from me, Jubbsey on Harold Road, and Dennis and Marshmallow Man and Slimer. I don't know where Slimer is. I think hang on. Slimer is oh, look at that. Slimer's up there. Look, this perch is up there. You love it up there. And I'm sure someone's going to want this merch here. I'm going to have to do some kind of competition to win a Harold Road t-shirt in large, and you can walk around the streets of Manchester with that on. You get your head kicked in. I'm sure someone's going to say, I love that t-shirt, JB. I love that t-shirt you get. Give it to me, lad. If indeed everyone does want that t-shirt, I'll come up with some kind of competition on the Facebook page or on here, and I'll I'll give it to someone, because I'm never going to wear it. I'm not going to get me head kicked in for that. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourselves. I love you all, mate. Thanks for all the comments and all the support, etc. And I'll see you again on the next one. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.